Hello and welcome back to another TCG Live pack opening. Today I'm back with 8 Scarlet Violet Temporal Forces packs. Electabuzz going in for the deadly 1-2 Electric Punch combo. The Sleepy Victini resting at the base of the tree. Grubbin perched on the rock in the forest at sunset. My boy Totodile having collected a stick for his pile. Delcatty happily walking through the city. Iron Jugulus as lightning strikes behind them. The wonderfully designed Roserade extending their thorny vines. Girafarig running away from its own tail for our first reverse. And second would be the gorgeous Sharpedo silhouetted by the moon. I love the style for this one. And a wonderful Iron Boulder EX Hyper Rare on the back. Duosion floating through the forest, enjoying all the blooming flowers floating on the breeze. Heatmor in the mountains, covering their body in flames. Grubbin in the forest at sunset. Grubbin in the forest at sunset. Zeraora going in for an electrified double kick on top of the building. Colossal shaking the magma from their body. Unpheasant reaching their top speeds above the clouds. Drampa floating around the mountains for our first reverse. Second would be the Pineco balanced in the ring of rocks. And a very nice Relicanth swimming the bottom for our rare. Frostmoth flying above the bright city. Dunsparce using their tail to dig into the earth. A nicely designed Sizzlipede wandering through the forest. Heatmor climbing the mountains while covered in flames. Heavy Baton Trainer. The herd of Rapidash running through the open field. Handy Trimmer Trainer. Torcat traversing the mountains at sunrise. Golurk heading through the grasslands under the blood red sunset for our first reverse. Or second, I mean to say. The Koraidon in the forest slashing at their opponent for our rare as well. Ho ho ho, a gorgeous Special IR Gouging Fire in the Ancient Jungle. I like it very much. Gonna make it hard for last pack best pack, that's for sure. Meltan wandering through the forest. Golett sitting in the cave ruins. Torcat heading up the mountain. Bianca's Devotion Trainer. Unpheasant flying at top speeds. Ancient Booster Energy Capsule Trainer. Cottony floating by the cotton and berries for our first reverse. Second would be Electivire sending zaps through the metal walls. And our rare of the pack is another nice Iron Boulder EX Hyper Rare. And I say we're about halfway there. Another Tomokazu art, this time Elgin, running around the ruins, I would assume, or sewers. The nicely knitted Seedot sitting on the pile of leaves. Beldum swiftly flying over the blooming meadow. Relor rolling on his ball under the sea of stars. Reuniclus manipulating the lake water at sunrise. Iron Hands EX in the cave sending out a Volt Wave attack. The Lycanroc eye locked on the sky above. A Buddy Poffin Trainer for our first reverse. Second would be the Cottony floating over the cotton. And a very nice Iron Valiant on the back as energy gets drawn into their blade. Medichan training next to the very vibrant forest. Meryl casually sinking to the bottom of the lake. Medichan training in the vibrant forest. Yamper resting at the base of the tree. Shiftry coming in for a landing in the bamboo forest. Electivire sending zaps through the metal walls. Excadrill preparing to dig through the earth. The nice model Minccino sitting on the rock in front of the grassy field for our first reverse. Second would be Raichu rolling around in the grassy field. And our rare of the pack is the Koraidon slashing in the jungle. Couple of packs to go. Drillbur rolling around in the fresh dirt. Giddy amazed by all the blooming trees. Ghastly floating up the mansion stairs. Rockruff angrily protecting their home. Boxed Order Trainer. Cypher Maniac's Code-Breaking Trainer. A nice Palafin hero posing in front of the spotlights. Mudsdale preparing to charge through the wastelands for our first reverse. Second would be Licky Licky grabbing all the berries from the tree with their tongue. And our rare is a nice slashing Koraidon once again. Alrighty, it's come that time once again to find out is last pack best pack or not. If you want more details, there's a video link down below. We have a rough shot at it today, honestly. The nice Arbok heading through the foggy jungle. Rockruff defending their home. Heatmor climbing the mountains. Scyther easily slicing through all the bamboo. Golurk under the blood-red sunset. Full Metal Lab Trainer. Electivire sending zaps through the walls. Duosion watching the flowers blow on the breeze for our first reverse. Second would be a Future Booster Energy Capsule Trainer. And our rare of the pack is the Hollow Drampa floating by the mountains. Which is obviously and unfortunately going to be another no for last pack best pack. Once again, the streak continues, everybody. Well, as always, I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for another TCG Live pack opening.